Welcome to Pinball Mayhem. My name's Jeremy, and on today's video, we're gonna go back to the Wayback Machine. I shot these interviews at my friend's house, and at the time, it was just when we were starting the channel. I didn't have the lights, I didn't have the good microphone, so the picture's a little dark, and the audio's a little quiet. Could have been better, but you know, the message is still the same. Advice on buying your first pinball machine. And of course, as you might expect, there's a whole, for everybody that I asked the question to, there was a different answer, which is really cool. So whether you're looking to buy something like Champion Pub here, that was all together and working, or something like this Project Twinkie Machine, which was made by Chicago Coin. And boy, is it a project. The cabinet is loaded with tobacco tar. And it's going to need a lot of work before it can be played. But I'll enjoy it. It'll be a fun process. Learn some new stuff on the way. But anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Alright, how long have you been collecting pinball machines?
I bought my first game in 2004, so I'm at 13 years now for my first pinball machine.
What advice would you give to someone looking to buy their first pinball machine?
I would say half the people, when they buy their game, they're satisfied with one game. Half the people aren't, and they want to buy more and more. And if you get bit with the bug, it's a bad bug to have because that's all it consumes your life. That's all you're going to do. The other thing to keep in mind is if you buy a pinball machine, something always is going to break. So just roll with it. You'll learn how to fix it, but they're always fixable.
Very good. Okay, how long have you been collecting pinball machines?
I've been collecting pinball machines since I was a senior in college. So I've been 21 years old, so about 16 years.
Very good.
I got my first machine, had it in my college apartment for a few years. And once I got out of college, it kind of blew from there.
What advice would you give to someone looking to purchase their own machine?
Probably the best advice would be get out and try and play pins on location. Try and find a variety of games if possible, which may be a little bit more difficult than possible, but try and play a variety of games, modern games, older games, and then get into it with what you think you like the most and what works for you, and start with that, and it'll undoubtedly grow because that seems to be what happens with everybody that gets into the hobby and makes their first pin purchase.
Cool, very good. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so how long have you been collecting pinball machines?
For over 7 years.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who's looking to buy their first machine?
Basically, really look for a starter game. You have to have some knowledge of little basic knowledge of electronics, but you can find all that stuff on the internet too. So I'd start out with a starter game, like a $400 or $500 older game, and just kind of tinker around with it and figure things out.
Very good. Awesome. Thanks.
Be prepared to spend a lot of time on the internet reading to learn how to fix it.
That's good. Research, fixing.
Because if you don't want to pay somebody to fix it, you're going to have to learn how to do it yourself.
That's a good one. I like that.
Know your skill level. Are you capable of doing certain things? Because you are going to have to fix it no matter what.
Don't buy a pinball machine from anybody who says it's just a fuse. Or it's an easy fix, because if it was an easy fix, they would have fixed it themselves. Buying from a collector is not a bad idea, because if you buy from an operator or just somebody off of Craigslist that had one game, chances are it's going to be broken. Usually if you buy from a collector, it'll be closer to working.
Yeah, buying a pinball machine is like buying an old car. You're going to have to work on it. Ooh. You're going to have to learn how to work on it.
I like that.
Same goes if you buy a new one.
Pretty much.
They all break.
There's always little things that have to be done. You're going to have to adjust a switch or change a bulb or...
Don't be afraid of some dings in the paint or some scratches or missing paint on the play field, because they still play just fine like that.